Welcome to Suspense Stories USA, where we dive into spine-chilling tales that will leave you on the edge of your seat. In today's story, The Whispering Mirror, a curious young woman enters an abandoned mansion, only to discover a sinister presence lurking in the shadows of an ancient mirror. What happens when the whispers grow louder and escape is no longer an option. Tune in to find out if she can break free or become the mirror's next victim. In the remote village of Blackthorn, there was an old, crumbling mansion known as the Thornfield Estate. Abandoned for decades, it had long been the source of ghost stories among the villagers. Some claimed they had seen strange lights flickering in the windows at night, while others swore they heard eerie whispers carried on the wind whenever they passed by. But the most terrifying tale of all was about the mirror that still hung in the grand hallway. It was said that the mirror could trap souls. Anyone who looked too long into its depths would hear a voice calling out to them. A voice that didn't belong in this world. Anna, a curious 20-year-old, had always dismissed these stories as superstitions. She loved the thrill of the unknown and the challenge of debunking the paranormal. So, one cold autumn evening, she made up her mind to explore the mansion. Armed with nothing but a flashlight and her phone, she ventured into Thornfield Estate. The front door creaked as she pushed it open, revealing a long, dusty hallway. Faded portraits lined the walls, their eyes seeming to follow her as she walked. The air was thick with the smell of damp wood and decay. But what caught Anna's attention most was the mirror at the end of the hallway. It was large, almost as tall as the ceiling, its surface darkened with age. Intricate carvings of twisted vines and thorns framed it, and despite the grime, it seemed to glimmer faintly in the dim light. Anna approached the mirror slowly, her breath visible in the chill of the mansion. She wiped away some of the dust with her sleeve, revealing a portion of the glass. For a moment, her reflection stared back at her. Ordinary, unremarkable. But as she continued to gaze, something shifted. Behind her reflection, a shadow flickered. At first, Anna thought it was just a trick of the light. But then, the shadow moved, growing larger. Closer. Her heart raced, and she spun around to find nothing but the empty hallway behind her. When she turned back to the mirror, her reflection was no longer alone. A woman stood behind her in the reflection, pale and gaunt, with hollow eyes and tangled hair. She was dressed in a tattered white gown, her hands resting on Anna's shoulders. But when Anna looked down, no hands were there. "Who are you?" Anna whispered, her voice trembling. The woman's lips moved, but no sound came out. Instead, a faint whisper filled the air, echoing in the silence. Stay. Stay with me." Anna stepped back, her heart pounding in her chest. The woman's reflection didn't move. Her eyes locked onto Anna's, pleading, desperate. The whispers grew louder, more insistent. Panicking, Anna turned to leave, but the door slammed shut on its own. The whispering grew into a cacophony, surrounding her. She screamed, banging on the door, but it wouldn't budge. In the mirror, the woman's reflection smiled. And Anna realized, too late, that the stories were true. She would never leave Thornfield Estate. The mirror had found its next soul,